Hello guys, welcome back to The Tried Truth. Today I'm going to do an unboxing, first impression review of Prada Amber Pour Homme and Tints. Stay tuned. Okay guys, we're back. Let's get into it. So this fragrance is from 2011. It has been discontinued, rumored to be discontinued, not sure. But Gift Express recently picked this one up. I was looking on eBay and the prices were kind of ridiculous. When the fragrance was available, it was around $50. Like I said, Gift Express popped up with this one, and they also popped up with some stock of another one that's discontinued. This is Prada Homme and Tints. So both of these I've wanted for quite a while. This one, a little bit more excited about, kind of more of a fall and winter type of fragrance. I'm really interested in it. It's rumored to be dark, said to be whatever. Anyway, dark fragrances for the colder weather months. The accords on this fragrance are amber, warm, spicy, woody, patchouli, balsamic, aromatic, vanilla, sweet, powdery, and earthy. And like I said, I've never seen a negative review on this fragrance. So I've always wanted to obtain it, but like I said, I wasn't willing to part with that kind of money to the vultures on eBay. And I know they're providing a service. This is the presentation. I tore off all the cellophane. So the box is not just a plain gray box. It does have this Prada badge stuck to it there. Kind of felty feeling. Anyway, Prada's embossed on there. You can see the letters are raised, Prada. There's a crosshatch texture to the box. Kind of a thicker cardboard, not as thick as like a credit card, but close. Anyway, like I said, that's that. So we'll get into it. Now, this is really cold. It just was delivered literally 10-15 minutes ago. So there's the bottle. It is very reminiscent of the original in this line, which is this one, Prada Amber Pour Homme. I've heard a lot of good reviews about this one. One reviewer said that it was feminine. I disagree with that. I don't think this has a gender to it. It just smells like clean, fresh, warm, soapy. This is a great fragrance. This is very good quality. All right, guys, let's get into it. And as soon as I spray it, we'll go into the notes. I'm excited about this. Check out that atomizer. Went right on the skin. I like everything that I'm picking up already. It is very ambery. This really reminds me of a Tom Ford fragrance. I love the bottle. I like this a lot. Yes. Ooh, yeah. Very sweet, dark, ambery, earthy, vanilla. Very powdery, very powdery. So I would guess there's a blast of lavender in here. There's a citrus in it, probably some bergamot. Barbershoppy, but not too much. This is a really cleaner version of Tom Ford's Noir. Oh man, this is a very, very seductive scent. Man, this is just, this has got cozy vibes to it. I really like this fragrance. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let's get into these notes, man. So it doesn't list the notes as top, bottom, mid, or anything like that. So right off, you get myrrh and patchouli and amber, then vanille. So there is bergamot, labdanum, saffron, musk, sandalwood. There it is, yeah. Leather, tonka bean, geranium, orange blossom, and vetiver. Okay, so I went ahead and I grabbed this, and you can see that there are some similarities in the look of the bottles, okay? A lot of similarity here. They've chosen similar colors. You got the black glass with the silver writing, same here. Yeah, I'm telling you, these are very similar, and the quality of this is just as good as this. However, I don't think you get an alcohol blast in the opening of this one. I hate to do this because the Tom Ford is extremely strong fragrance, but I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the left wrist just to see if I can compare these. Now, the thing I can tell you right off, Man, wow. They're very similar, okay? The Tom Ford has more of the shaving cream vibe to it, but this one also has that shaving cream vibe to it. So first off, I love it, okay? It's perfect for me. I'm 52 years old, so this is exactly what I love. I love it, okay? I've heard it's a cold weather, winter type fragrance. I disagree with that, not completely. I think you can wear it anytime, even in the summer. I'd lighten up on it a little bit and I'd wear it in the evenings. This is very clean, very elegant, very mature. I don't think that young guys will like it, but I don't think they'll hate it or anything like that. I think that they'll respect it, but I don't think they'll choose it. This does have a vintage vibe to it. It's got a little bit of a gothic edge to it. It has a little bit of a modern vibe to it. So like with the Tom Ford, this one is very vintage smelling. Yeah, this one is very, very vintage smelling. And I also, I'm going to say this again. I really shouldn't have put this on this hand. This one kind of overpowered the whole thing. But this one is, man, it's just as good. Just as good as this. I'm telling you, this is very expensive fragrance. I think it's also discontinued. So I do believe you can find it, though. I do believe Gift Express has some bottles of this one still. It's kind of mellowing out a little bit, and I'm thinking that you know, a younger guy can still wear this. Okay, I don't think that just it's not only going to appeal to older guys. I think a younger guy could wear it. Just has to be the right type of guy. Has to be the right setting. For every reviewer that gave us high marks, they did it some justice. It's worthy of every good thing they said about it. As far as longevity and stuff, from what I've heard, everyone says it's long-lasting, borderlining, eternal longevity. Performance and all of that is good. So I figure, you know, you can call it an 8-hour fragrance. It's blind buy safe for a mature guy. The Tom Ford is very powerful, but both have that vibe. This is definitely a little bit more modern. Now the Tom Ford, I think he jumped in a time machine, went back when he made this. He did put a bit of a modern twist to it, but not as modern as this. This is definitely more modern. This would definitely be guys 30 and up, maybe even 40 and up for this one. This one would appeal to a more modern crowd. Definitely clean, man. Everybody has to shave. You'll know this smell when it's got that shaving cream, that Barbasol type of smell, but a high-end shaving cream, not just some cheap dollar store stuff. I mean, like you go in and you get a professional straight razor shave. That's kind of the vibe you're going to get with this one. So it's very resinous fragrance. It really resonates and kind of lifts off the skin, effervescent, almost mentholyptus type, but a little heavier, a darker ambery style, not that spearminty, not a mint or anything like that. More like a eucalyptus type of lift off, that effervescent, like you know exactly what I'm trying to say. But this is so well balanced with heavier notes like tonka bean and leather, that shaving cream vibe. But I like it. There's not very many out there that do it. These two do it extremely well. This one's a little extreme. This one, if these were the same house, okay, like if Tom Ford worked on this would be more like the Parfum Extrait. This one would be more like the EDP. They're very close. Not identical. They're definitely not identical. It's an intriguing fragrance. This is a really mysterious type of scent. Very cozy scent. I'd say it's a 10 out of 10 fragrance. It's a 10 out of 10. It's eccentric. It's not your everyday fragrance. This has when you want something different, this is a good go-to. When you don't want to smell like everybody else and you don't want to smell like everything else you have, this is a good go-to. Definitely a dark fragrance, very barbershoppy, but more like shaving cream. Not the oak mossy type of vibe you get with I always bring up Boss Number One. Nothing like that. No oak moss in here. The floral components are very light, and it's more like myrrh, amber, tonka bean, sandalwood, and vetiver. It doesn't smell dated. It just smells mature. Any man wears this fragrance, you're going to get respect for this. You're going to smell good. You're going to know it. Everyone around you is going to know it. You just smell great wearing this stuff. In any event, I think you could dress it up or down. You could go black tie with it. You could go, you could do office, climate controlled environment. Like I said, high heat, probably not a great idea for this one. Only in the evenings. If you did want to wear it on a date, I don't see a problem with it. I think you do fine with it on a date, something like that. I do think it's attractive for a man to wear this. I believe a woman could wear it too. I do believe it rides more masculine. So my fish jumping back here. Anyway, I think overall the fragrance, it's a 10 out of 10. It's excellent pickup. I'm so glad to have it in my collection. I love it. More like the original in the dry down. Maybe that's the case. But right now, very resinous, very dark. The vetiver really gives it an ominous smell. This is a warrior. This is a strong, very masculine man's fragrance right here. I see anyone dressed all in black wearing this. It's a hit. It's the perfect addition to wearing all black. This is the Johnny Cash fragrance right here, for sure. This is a midlife crisis in a bottle right here. It is more modern appeal to something dark and vintage. This one, I've used quite a bit of it. I've had it for quite a while, but I love it. I like the little plaque on the front. It tells you the notes and stuff. It's got some of the notes listed on the front there, but overall the presentation's very nice. Sticker on the bottom, EDP. I think it's a very appealing fragrance. I think it appealed to, if the right person's wearing it, I think that it would appeal to younger ladies. I think they'll like it on a more mature man. It just smells so very good. Okay. Originally, I said that it didn't remind me very much of the original. Now it is starting to come out. And I hoped it would, because this is such a clean, soapy, clean vibe. Now this one is really starting to go back to the original. The Tom Ford's great too, guys. Wow. I recommend all three of these fragrances, but this one here is what it's all about today. I'd say, yeah, you can blind buy it. Don't blind buy it if you're a guy under 30 years old. I don't know for sure if you'll like it. Unless you went into this as a collector, then this is certainly one that you'd want to collect. I do believe it'll go down in history as one of Prada's best. It's one of the better high quality scents out there. I love the way it smells. It's very soapy, very spicy, very, very dark, mysterious. It's got a dampness to it. Like I said, that fresh, clean shave. It's modern and vintage at the same time, kind of a clash between modern and vintage. So it just kind of just meshes, and it's perfect the way they've done it. This is good stuff. Like I said, it's extremely similar to this one, and definitely has some similarities to this one too. In the end, I'd say pick up all three of these if I were you. I would, and I did. But this one, guys, I gotta be honest with you, it's a 10 out of 10 fragrance. It's a masterpiece, it really is. Very, very ambery, very dark, very soapy. They did keep the original DNA. It's just hard to pick it up because the myrrh comes off so resinous and almost, like I said, almost like a eucalyptus, almost like a menthol myrrh. The myrrh is so uplifting, and it just carries the fragrance, and it gives it a real push, like a sillage. And I don't know if that ever goes away, but I do believe that it dies down and allows the other notes to step into the game a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, wow, blown away by it. To me, it's just what I love. So I'm not going to sell it to you and say, look, this is the best fragrance in the world. You may not think so, but I'm really blown away by it. The quality is outstanding. This is a dad's fragrance. This is a professional's fragrance. I say anyone who wants to clean up and smell classy, smell elegant, smell put together, smell super clean, and not smell like, let's face it, some guys, especially a guy my age, if let's say I soak myself in Dior Sauvage and go into a bowling alley and there's all these young teenagers in there, I'm not going to fit in. You see what I'm saying? However, you take a guy my age, go into the same bowling alley wearing this, and they smell it, they look at you, it makes sense, it works. Some fragrances are a little bit too youthful for a guy in his 50s. This is one of those fragrances where you take a guy, a mature guy, he puts this on, doesn't matter where you're at, you're gonna smell right. Everything's gonna work and you'll get respect. You take a teenage guy and he puts 5-6 sprays of this on and walks into that same crowd of younger people, they may think he smells bad, that he stinks, that he got into his grandfather's closet, that type of vibe. Like I said, I think an older guy can pull this off in any situation. I think you can wear it just about anywhere. I'd watch out for high heat, but other than that, I do believe it is a masterpiece fragrance, worth every penny. Like I said, I don't know about the eBay prices, but if you could still get it around 70 bucks from a discounter, I think you should go ahead and pick it up while it's available, because it is rumored to be discontinued. Very clean, very, very warm and soapy, very, very mature. Not in a classic, it's not that classic Old Spice type of vintage smell. This is a modern vintage, and it's done very well. I highly recommend the fragrance, guys. Hey, I appreciate you checking it out. I thank you for watching the review and hanging with me if you've stayed this far. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.